Okay, stock fights this weekend, June 4th, my birthday. Got my guy fighting Jeff Molina. We'll get into that in a second.
Krause 55th.
Yes. Yes, 36. Little shit. Alexander Alexander Volkov, not to be confused with Alexander Volkanovski. Fighting Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Sorry, I have a speech impediment. These guys, man, this is a tough one for me. We're gonna talk about some of the main card, but this one's really kind of, it's tough for me because I'm a huge Volkov fan. I have been. I don't think he's looked great. Yeah, man, he's an OG.
Killer.
OG Bellator heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Or was it?
I think he was heavyweight.
I think he was heavyweight.
No. I think he was heavyweight champion. Podge looked that up for us. Volkov, Bellator heavyweight, not light heavyweight champion. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
Yeah.
He's fighting Rosenstrike, who at times I just feel like his fight IQ is super, super poor. So
is it poor or is it like lazy?
Well, I mean, I feel like whenever you have that death touch, sometimes these guys don't.
Won a tournament for Bellator.
Yeah, won the belt heavyweight though, right? Heavyweight tournament, heavyweight champion. Yep. I feel like these guys that have this death touch power, they start relying on it too much, and they don't ever use it to set up. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to see this guy throw a ton of jabs.
Yeah.
And if they are jabs, they're jabs to like blow your brains out, not set anything up, right?
But Dennis, when you watch like the top level boxers, because these guys don't fire kicks, they don't. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Really? But if you go and watch a high level power striker in boxing, look at the shots they put in, look at the jabs, look at the setups, look at the feints.
Oh yeah, it's all set up, right?
It's all setups until they touch you.
Yeah.
So then for me, it's kind of like, why are these guys walking out there and going flat footed, squaring up, and just head hunting?
Well, I think it's because he's made a career off of with the small gloves, it's hard to hide behind.
But imagine if you put jabs in behind it.
No, I'm with you. I agree.
Start putting that in.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I agree with you 100%. But I think the problem is, you're fighting a guy that's like 6'7", 6'8" in Volkov. He's not gonna be easy to find.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to find.
It's gonna be tough.
You need setups. You need highs, lows, dipping in.
I'm a big Volkov fan. I don't think he's looked incredible lately. He's coming off a loss to Tom Aspinall, who I think is amazing. I think he's the future of that division. So I don't really put a lot of stock in that. But even in his win over Marcin Tybura, I didn't think he looked
flat.
Flat's a great word for it. And I don't know if that's everybody's entitled to an off night. You know what I mean? Like I think he just got bested by Aspinall, and maybe he had an off night with Tybura. For me, this is kind of
make or break.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's gonna break him, but it'll tell me a lot of where he's at. Like I think it's gonna tell us, is the age and the miles starting to add up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's going to deteriorate whether it's like determined whether is this the end of the road for him, or is he still going to hang around for another couple of years?
I think there's plenty of guys he can beat there, but like there's always a man. We were just talking about this, and I don't want to dive down this too much, but like this ends for everybody at some point. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he's over, because obviously he's still competing with the top 10 best heavyweights in the world. So I don't want to go down that road. But it's like, are you on the decline? And that's what we're kind of talking about. So I don't want to dive down in that now. That's for another episode. But when we talk about from a betting perspective, we have the Discord, and a lot of this goes into the betting perspective of this. The last line that I saw on Volkov was -155. We've talked about this before. The thing that I looked for most, and the thing that what I guess I would call my betting mentor Shay, is he's super big on this, is what is the path to victory for both fighters, and are there more than one? Yeah. So for you, I think we've talked about this off air, but like you're leaning Volkov, right?
Yeah, I think so, because I think the only way he gets beat is if he gets caught.
Yeah, so he's got a puncher's chance, right? But that's any fight. Right?
Yeah, it's any fight, but it's still different in this one because that guy hits
hard.
He hits hard. You know what I mean?
So what's Volkov's path to victory? How does he win this fight?
I think he keeps him at distance, so he doesn't beats him out to decision, and I don't think the guy fires enough volume and has enough setups to find his chin. He's too long.
6'8", fighting a guy with extremely low volume. I mean,
that long teeps down the middle and stuff. I think he's going to end up catching him.
Yeah, see, I don't think he's gonna finish it. I think it'll be a 25. I think we'll have a. I do feel like I'll have. I need to look at it. I need to watch a little bit more, but I feel like I'm gonna have a position on Volkov, and I feel like I'm gonna have a position on the over. I don't even know what that over is. Podge, can you check that for us? I bet it's over 4.5 rounds. I would venture to say 3.5.
3.5. Oh,
really?
That's nice.
I for sure will have a position. On
That's a nice one.
I like that a
Yeah.
lot. I like that a lot.
100% is going past 3.5.
I think so too. The only thing that would concern me,
if he gets clipped.
yeah, is I don't see Volkov finishing him early.
No, not a chance.
Because
I just
Rosenstrike
think
is
he has
durable.
the tools to do it.
He's durable. Biggie's durable.
Yeah, but I just
Super
don't feel like the Volkanov can has that tools to pull out like a quick finish like that.
No, I don't
think
see it.
No, it's not a path to victory. I don't feel.
I don't see it. To me, it's pretty.
Where the other guy could finish it quick.
Yeah, to me, it's pretty clear cut. I feel like the only way for Biggie to win, I don't see Biggie winning the decision here. I feel like the two clear cut paths to victory, and really the only. Sometimes there's more than one for each guy. I feel like it's either Volkov by decision or Biggie by stoppage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think it's more chance to go to decision.
I would agree with that.
Than it is for him to clip him.
I would 100%.
I just think it's going to be easier for him to keep him back than it's going to be for him to find him.
Podge, can you look up? Has Biggie been finished in the UFC? I'd be interested. I can't remember him being. I can't remember being like Alistair didn't finish him. And he actually finished Alistair. Yeah, okay. Well,
yeah.
We'll give you a pass.
We'll give you a pass
on that one. Yeah, we'll give you a pass on that one. Gon didn't finish him. Alistair Overeem didn't finish him. He's tough to put away, man. He's a durable dude. I think I'm gonna have a position on Volkov in the over in this, and
that over 3.5 runs is a great one.
Yeah, I agree, especially at 125.
Yeah.
Yep. Interesting co-main event. Ebloe versus Dan Ige.
Yeah.
Which, man, I got to be honest. At times, I have written off Dan Ige as not like an overly skilled guy. And, man, he has proven time and time. Even in his losses, I've been pretty impressed, to be honest. You know what I mean?
He's always performed.
He is
it's like he gives hit. No, it's one of them guys, when you go back into the dressing room and he's left it all in there.
Oh, yeah.
Even when he gets beat.
Oh, yeah.
And you just know that he put that in there.
If you fight him, you're gonna get hit. He's always in shape. He's super durable. However, he's fighting Ebloe, who is an extremely good wrestler and holds some good wins over. I think his last win was Hakeem Dawodu, who's a really good striker.
I trained this Hakeem, so
he's good.
Hakeem's very good.
Good striker, good takedown defense. Ebloe is he's got that Russian style wrestling that's tough to stop. And I'm not sure.
Tough as well.
I'm not sure Ige. I will say this. I do feel like I think Ige was like plus 320 or something like that, and to me that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I don't see Evloev finishing him.
Not a chance.
So if we can see, I don't know if the props would be out for this yet or not, Podge. But if we can see what Evloev at by decision would be, that would be a play that I'd be interested in. Also, I'd be interested in.
Points is -145.
-155. That would be something that I'd be interested in playing. And Ige by knockout might not be a bad hedge.
Do you think so?
Because I don't think Ige is going to beat him in a decision.
I don't think Ige's going to beat him in a decision, but I definitely don't think he's going to knock him out.
Well, I think the only way he beats him is if he knocks him out.
It's the only way, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't either. But Ebloe by decision is a. I don't see Ebloe finishing him. No. Ige's tough to put away.
He's tough to put in, but
he's tough to put away. And once again, we're not even talking about just so if any of these guys are like listening to this, sometimes it's not even about like winning and losing. It's about value. Like if we're talking about if Vegas is telling me he's a 4-1 favorite to win, but I can get him at a 1.5 favorite to win by how he normally does, but by decision. That makes a little bit more sense to me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's almost like you're getting a discount. Well, like how else is Evloev going to beat him? He's going to knock him out? No way he's knocking Danny. Is he going to sub him? I don't think so.
He's finished anyone in a long time.
We didn't finish Dawodu. He didn't.
I don't think he has done it.
I don't know if he's got a. Does he have a UFC finish?
No, I don't think he's got a finish since he fought. Like I was looking at his things today, and I think it was like back in his first 3-4 fights.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a finish in the UFC.
But then it's like people like, oh, you couldn't finish this, couldn't finish that, and it's like, yeah, but it hold you down for 3 rounds.
Hasn't finished someone since 2018.
2018, 4 years.
Finished anyone in the UFC.
Nobody in the UFC. Ebloe by decision, I think, is the play there. It's the play there, and that's once again
on that because I just can't see.
Well, I don't see him winning any other way.
And I can't see Dan beating him.
But even if Dan beats him, I wouldn't be surprised if Dan clipped him or something like. Dan's got power, man.
I can see him clipping him, so I can't. And like pitting him down, but I feel like as soon as like they get into an exchange again, he's just going to re-wrestle and re-grab and start.
Probably so. Listen, on paper, stylistically, it's a tough matchup for Ige, and these guys know that. They're not stupid. You know what I mean? Like Eric has.
He's tough, man.
He's super tough, bro. These guys know that.
Does have the good fight IQ enough to, and I know his team is a real good team, and they're a smart team that's going to come in with a good game plan.
For sure.
So, but do you think we'll be able to stick to a good game plan and have a good fight
Dude,
IQ in the fight?
You talking about Dan, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm good friends with Eric Nixick, his coach, and you're right. They always have great game plans, and I'm sure, I haven't talked to Eric about this, but I'm sure they have a great game plan, and I'm sure they know what they're up against. You know what I mean? Like he's
going to come in.
Eric has never lost when it comes to knowing what they're up against. So I'm sure that they're going to have something planned out really well. But for me, the value is going to be on Ebloe by decision. You know what I mean? Like if you're telling me Evloev's going to win, how many times is Vegas going to be wrong? You're telling me Evloev's going to win? Okay, cool, I'll bite. Now you're telling me I can get that over half price off by decision, how he always wins? There's value there in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's value there in my
so
opinion.
So I'm on the same boat with that. And I just feel like his wrestling is so much superior.
It's good. Yeah. Really good.
Do you know what I mean? And I just don't feel like that he's got enough. I don't think the Dan's superior.
I don't think he's going to do anything to Dan.
Yeah.
He's just going to
just wrestle him.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like Dan's other skills is superior enough to shut down.
But I'll tell you what. Wrestling. I'll say this before we move on. I've been wrong about Dan many times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One of those guys that
I thought Gavin Tucker was going to be a tough fight for him.
Every time that you go kind of count against him and it's like, there's kind of no chance. It just comes out.
I thought Tucker was going to be a really tough fight against him, and bro, he shut me up real quick. That was like 10-second knockout.
Was Dan the guy the night Gina was fighting in Austin, I think it was, and he got clipped and then took 10 seconds and then went down?
No, you're thinking of Shane Burgos.
Okay.
You're thinking Burgos. Also another, he's really good too.
Yeah,
he's really good too.
I wasn't sure if it was him or not.
Another fight we want to talk about, Kovachevich versus Herrig, this is the entry matchup because Kovachevich hasn't won
5 fights.
She's on a tough streak.
She gets beat this weekend. She's now in with like BJ Penn. Is the first fighters to have a 6 streak in a row.
But she's fighting Felice Herrig, who's coming off a major knee surgery and has been out for I think like 2 or 3 years.
And she already has a win over. It's a rematch.
Is it a rematch? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Felice beat her the first time?
Yeah. No.
Kovachevich beat her?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Felice coming off I think she had like a really bad like reconstruction.
ACL, I think it all.
Everything.
Yeah, it all went up.
But she's been out for I think like 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, I think it was like LCL, ACL. And
all the L's.
Yeah.
MCL, PCL, LCL. And I don't know that to be a fact. 3? Yeah. I always worry about stuff like that. And I feel like this is close to a pick-up fight. It might be like a minus 125 Felice, if I remember correctly. It might be a slight lean on Felice. But coming off 6 losses or 5 losses in a row, that's really tough to. I mean that
mentally going into that.
Yeah, and Felice is no pushover. You know what I mean? She's good. She's well rounded, good wrestling, good grappling.
I think this is Felice is her last win. Is that right?
I think what we're doing is we're betting on somebody that's on the down skid. The only reason that this line is where it is because of the time off for her. If she was been active, I feel like she's going to be like a 2-1 plus favorite.
Yeah.
And well, the other thing is Kovachevich holds a win over her, but that was her last win.
Yeah, and when was that?
It's got to be like 5.
But since then, Kovachevich fought Jessica Andrade, Michelle Watterson, Alexa Grasso, Yin and Yan, and then Jessica Penn.
Yeah, those are all tough fights.
They're all tough
Penne was winnable, but that was a fight that she could have. That was a fight she could have won. She got armbarred. I remember that. Jessica's jiu-jitsu is so much superior than hers. But dude, I didn't know that was the fight. That's a tough lineup. I'll give her some slack
she
on
went
that.
through Murderer's Row.
That's a tough lineup. That's a tough
lineup.
lineup.
And to be fair, she hangs with everything. You know what I mean?
She does.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. So I feel like what we're betting on is Which one would you rather bet on? Somebody that's lost to every good person they fought, or somebody coming off a 3-year skid? You know what I mean? Or not a skid. I shouldn't say skid. 3 years off. That's tough.
It's a tough one, but I think since she's already being beat by, I can't pronounce her name.
Kovachevich.
Yeah, Kovachevich. I think she's gonna win.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I
think just being
I got
active-
lunch on this one. I'll take
Yeah.
Herrig. I got lunch on it. You want lunch? We'll have a nice lunch.
Let's have
Jack
lunch.
Stack. Let's go.
The reason why is just she's like being active. She's been in there with Murderers Row. She has no
Actively losing.
She's actually losing, but she's still in there.
No, you're not wrong.
As
You're
well,
not wrong.
she's sidelined. She's out. Her knees done. Do you know what I mean? She's still training. She's still learning. She's been in there with Murderers Row.
Listen, I got Jack Stack that says you're wrong. I got Jack Stack that says you're wrong.
Krause is buying me lunch on his birthday this
No
weekend.
way. No shot. No shot. I got you, Felice. Let's go. Last fight. The last one we want to talk about anyway. We're kind of skipping around the main card.
El Jefe.
El Jefe, man. El Jefe, bro. He's obviously, we're both, I think, a little biased on this, but like this kid is, in my opinion, is the future of that division, man. Like we're starting to see, I feel like a lot of the divisions are really deep, right? So there's like a good influx of ages, and 125 is a killer division, but it's not like a super deep division. Everybody
There's no
there.
middle ground.
Yes, that's exactly right. They're either young or they're
At the
going to
top.
be out within the next 3 years.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like mid, and well, that's because there's not very many guys in the division. There's probably 25, 30 guys in the whole entire division.
Yeah, something like that.
But they're all really good.
Yeah.
They're all really good. I personally think Jeff is the future of the division. Seeing him compete with Brandon Moreno in the room, with Tim Elliott in the room. You know, we're talking about guys that former champion fought for a world title, and he does great against these guys. Yeah. He's really good. He's fighting by far his toughest test to date in Zhalgas Zumagov. And I have a lot of respect for this guy. He's an OG. He's holds a win over Tagir Lembekov, who Tim just fought.
Yeah. Tough guy as well.
He's good. He's tough. He blends really well. The takedowns. He's got some decent power over top. I just feel like Jeff is one of the things that people don't give him enough credit for is his fight IQ. He's extremely intelligent.
Yeah, I think he's going to just be like a step ahead. Every exchange, it's always going to be like a tight fight. But Jeff's just going to be like a step or two ahead always. Without
like diving into the game plan a ton, one of the things that we saw with Zhalgas is his feet always tend to slow after the first round. Like he gives you fits in the first round, and then his feet always tend to fade. And Jeff is not a guy that you want to stand in front of.
No, and exactly. And when you have such like tales like that of like stuff that you do, Jeff is gonna like.
He's gonna find you.
He's gonna find.
He's gonna hit you,
and he's gonna set you up to make you make a mistake, and he's gonna make sure that you make that mistake, and he's gonna see it. And this is the thing: he sees everything so clear.
100%.
When he's in the mix of a war, it's like if he's walking on the par.
I think
brain knows just like. His chill, his presets, everything he does is like just a step ahead.
I think Jeff is sitting at like minus 170 right now. I'll have a position on him for sure. Obviously, there's some emotional bias there, but I just believe in this kid a lot, and I think he's the future. And I'll be honest with you, he was 2-0 in the UFC, I think. 2-0 in the UFC, and I truly believe that he has not shown how good he is yet.
Jeff?
No, He's got a fight of the night performance and a second round stoppage.
He just has his opponents as well have been high,
good.
Good. Like good opponents.
Good
and I'm looking
prospects.
forward to like when he gets like because I feel like he's been fired into a lot of high level fights. It'd be nice to get a little fight that's like someone on the same. I feel like this guy's maybe like a little.
This guy's the best guy he's fought for sure.
Yeah,
he's not the most athletic guy he's fought.
Yeah,
he's not the tallest, the longest, but he's the most
two
complete.
Are like they're high level guys. So I think and this guy as well is another one of them fights. It'd be nice someday to just get a Jeff and a fight that's a 50-50 because I feel like not that it's not 50-50 fight. Cause
see, I think this is his toughest fight.
Yeah, I do as well.
And the reason was I feel like Jeff's extremely well rounded, and the other two guys that he fought, De Silva and Arichi Lang, those guys are specialists.
Bro, he's tall. That guy.
Arichi Lang, yeah. But they're specialists. They're both good strikers. And Silva has got decent jiu-jitsu, but like there's big gaps, there's big holes in their game everywhere. There's not a lot of big holes in Zhalgas' game.
Yeah,
he's pretty well rounded.
Doesn't get finished.
He does not get finished very often. I mean, he's coming off a stoppage loss to Minot. But you're right. He does. He typically
get finished a lot.
Yeah, he typically does not get finished. He's tough. But I just, I feel like Jeff is the future of the sport, and I could see a second or third round stoppage on that end.
I'm looking forward to seeing how he will find his reads. It's going to be so interesting.
If you train with him, just like what you're saying, if you train with him, you see the gears turning. Like you see him find, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, he's about to start.
Yeah,
like, that. Oh, that. You know what I mean? Like, I see it.
Point it, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. So, man, we're really excited. I know I'm excited. I'll be there, obviously, on my birthday. It'd be a great birthday present for me. So,
Jeff's handing Krause the bonuses.
Let's go.
Or the birthday
another bonus. Birthday bonus. I'll take a birthday bonus for my man El Jefe. Man, we have a lot of good cards coming up. A lot of good teammates coming up. But we'll dive into that. We'll dive into that here. But we got some. We have some good positions. I think we talked about for the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, doing some really good things. I think we're up 50-something units since the start of it, and it's been less than 3 months. So if you put $1,000 a play, you're up, I think it's like 56 units or 55 units. So you'd be up like 55 grand right now.
Yeah, if you're putting on $1,000.
If you're putting $1,000, or if you put on 100, you'd be like 5,500. I mean, it's a cool community. It's pretty awesome. So anyway,
only cool if you like making money.
It's only cool if
you don't like making money. It's not cool for you.
Yeah, but we'll have we'll put a link in the I'll have Podge put a link in the comments. There's always a link in my bio on IG. You guys check us out on the Discord. I feel like we have some good positions this week, and then we will also release all of our positions on the Discord later this week as well. See you guys at the fights.